morning, everybody. It's Stephanie. It's Sunday, November 12th. Yes. So this morning I was up at 7:45. Slept very good. Was up late. I was up until 1:15, and I was very, very tired. On my days off, I like stretching the days out until I can get every little bit of time out of them. Sometimes I'm up too late, but I try to make up for it when I go to bed by sleeping in a little bit more. So I got at least 7 hours sleep, which is okay. Not perfect, but it's okay. And I was looking over my past applications of part-time jobs I submitted for, and tomorrow I'm supposed to have an interview at one of the outlet stores here, part-time, just part-time. So right now, I'm on my way out to do a little bit of grocery shopping and to get a few things for the week. I need to buy a notepad so I can bring to work with me. Yeah. So anyways, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers and to those people just checking out my channel for the first time. If you guys find something or see something or hear something that resonates with you, please consider unsubscribing. I'll see you guys very, very soon.
I'm not suggesting anything so complicated.
So I'm very proactive on the things that I want to pursue. And as you know, I'm a single woman and I just bought a home, and it's nice to have the idea that I can earn extra money. Even though I'm not desperate for it, it's nice to have it there to do certain things. And because I have the extra money part-time, I don't have to dip into my regular savings or my regular income to get those things that I want. Yeah, I think right now my goal is trying to create a buffer for myself in the event that something happens. I spent most of my savings and I dipped into my retirement to purchase this home. And that's something that's 50-50 with most people. Half would, half wouldn't. I did a light reading yesterday on Wikipedia. There are pros and cons to renting and pros and cons to owning a home. One of the cons for owning a home is the maintenance costs. One of the pros of renting is there's no maintenance cost, but you have a very high monthly rent, and you're basically living at the rim of you're living at the will of the rental companies or agencies or whatever. They could increase your rent at will whenever they need to or want to, because they can. The good thing about owning your own home is the freedom that you have to do all the upgrades and the privacy and having a set mortgage amount every month. The only thing that could increase your part of your mortgage is probably are the taxes and your homeowner's insurance. Taxes do go up and homeowner's insurance do go up. That added with the maintenance cost is what is like a 50-50. Some people rather rent, other people rather own. These are the reasons why they will rent or own. It's always been a goal of me to own my own home. And in today's cost of living, with renting, the money you're paying for rent, you're never going to get back. Okay? And quite frankly, as you know, the last place where I lived, I was paying almost $2,300 a month. My rent here, just my rent, with my homeowner's insurance and taxes, is $1,300 a month. Almost half of what I was paying in the form of rent. And that rent of $2,272, okay, that wasn't even including your utilities and sewage. And if you had other things, other comfort things. But yeah, I don't think I made a mistake. Okay, so I've gotten all my groceries done for this week, and the following week I only need to buy a few things. When I was at the grocery store, I remembered to buy a small little notepad or notebook for my full-time job so I can take notes to help me remember what I'm learning from the guys I work with. Because I'm very fortunate that I have a full-time job and it pays decent. Just my full-time job covers my mortgage and my cost of living. However, again, 5 minutes ago, after I had my lunch and put the groceries away, I got a part-time hit from a different retail store. And I did that application real quickly and I submitted it. So right now, I'm going to my Wi-Fi provider, because this community where we live in, we have free Wi-Fi. I got my last month's bill, but that was from my last address at the community where I lived, where I was renting. They don't have free Wi-Fi. They don't offer too much of anything there. All they want is your money, and that's what they got from me. So now I'm going to go to my cable and Wi-Fi provider, and I'm going to let them know where I live, that I should be getting free Wi-Fi. I do have their equipment. They should only be charging me for the equipment, not for the service. So yeah. So this is going to be interesting. When I begin my part-time work, which is going to be 3 days a week, no more, no less, I will go ahead and have the ADT alarm system installed in my home. I think it's a good thing to have. It gives me a peace of mind. And since I'll be working 3 days a week plus my full-time job, I like to know that my home is safe while I'm away. Yeah. Today is not a sunny day, guys. It is cloudy.
Calling you up at 2 in the morning, but you don't wanna talk, you don't wanna bother. Yeah, so I took another shot, let my brain do the walking.
So on the way back, I want to check out this antique shop. It doesn't mean I'm going to buy anything. I'm watching my spending. I'm going to check out this antique shop on the way back. We'll see what they have over there, if they have anything interesting. Everything is going good so far living here. I do have the weebie-jeebies. The weebie-jeebies to me is because I just bought a home, and for some reason I have this unsettling feeling, but that's just my character makeup. My character makeup is such. I have a devil here and an angel here, if they even exist. But what I'm trying to say is, every time I understand my thoughts and my surroundings and of where I'm going in life, the devil says one thing and the angel says another thing. It could also be because I'm a Gemini. I am multiple faceted. I always look at the pros and cons of everything in life. I gotta keep in mind that where I lived, the townhome I rented, was almost $2,300 a month. Here, it's half that. I should not have any questions at all. So the weebie-jeebies is not from whether I can afford it or not. It's a new thing for me. Okay, it's been a long time since I owned a home on my own. A long time. I'm talking like 2005. So it's been a long time. Just the fact that I can afford to live with just my full-time job is a blessing. I am blessed in so many ways. I can't believe it. And I'm 58 years old, and owning a home at 58 years old, and having gone through all my savings and also part of my retirement just to get to this home because of the closing costs was very expensive, and my home down payment and my first year's taxes and my insurance and everything that I had to do financially to get my ducks in a row to get into this home. I didn't get help from anybody. I did it alone. One of my coworkers that helped me move, Howard, he said to me, "Did you apply through the Veterans Affairs?" I said, "No. Just because I was in the military doesn't mean that I was a veteran. And the other thing is, for you to have any veterans or military benefits, you would have to have 20 years in. You have to have 20 years in and have a veteran's pension. I have none of those. I only spent 8 years in the military, so I have no benefits." The thing is, I tell a lot of people is, if I could go back in time, and if I could do things differently, the only thing I would do differently was not to go into the Army branch of the military. Instead, I should have gone into the Coast Guard. Okay? The Army branch didn't do nothing for me. It was somewhat, to me, a wasted time. And most of my time in the military was reserves. And the reason why I chose to do that was because when I was growing up and going through adolescence after high school, I really honestly didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So when I got out of boot camp, I began doing my obligation with the military, but I was working regular manufacturing jobs for most of my life. Only after my divorce that I stopped working manufacturing work, and I started doing just retail because my second ex, I met her after my divorce, and she lived in Florida. We lived together for a few years and we got married, and then obviously we got divorced, and then I stayed in Florida and went through my personal stuff in life, but I kept working retail careers. No more manufacturing. There isn't a whole lot of manufacturing work in Florida. There are, but it's very, very, very little. Not a whole lot. So I'm here at my cable and Wi-Fi provider. I'll be right back and we'll have more discussion to do. Yeah guys, so I'm downtown here in Inverness. It's a nice little town. Everything here is pretty cool. This is supposed to be the courthouse. Right behind me over there, that's the courthouse. And I came down here trying to find an antique shop that may have antique furniture, but I didn't find anything. They got a very interesting shop with old typewriters, old record players, and etc. And didn't find nothing I wanted to get. So, but the area is nice, and I didn't think I'd find this place. It's actually a very nice little place here. It's a very small town where I live, and I'm finding this to be very interesting. This is the theater right behind me, right here. It's unique, that's for sure.
I don't need no roses on my bed. If I could pull you closer to me, babe, ain't nobody touch me like you can. I just need some closure, a little closure. I don't need no roses on my bed. If I could pull you closer to me, babe, ain't nobody touch me like you can. I just need some closure, a little closure. I just need some closure.
Last night I said to myself, what am I going to make for supper today? I open my freezer, I look inside, I see 2 packages of 1 pound of ground hamburger, 1 pound each. And what I did was, defrost my hamburger before I go to bed. I leave it on the sink and it defrosts overnight. When I make my meatloaf, it's usually 2 eggs, 2 2 slices of whole wheat bread, half a cup of milk, and a pack of meatloaf seasoning. So, today I plan on doing things different. I want to do 3 slices of bread with raisins and cinnamon in them, because I think the raisins and the cinnamon will give the meatloaf a different kind of taste. So here's my cinnamon raisin bread. When I first opened up the packages today, I noticed that there was still some frozen hamburger deep inside the hamburger. It was incredibly frozen last night, but most of it had thawed out. Right now, it's all defrosted completely. I usually use up all the seasoning too. Everybody makes their meatloaf different. I've been doing the same way now for years. Today, the only thing that's different is the bread. It's got raisins and cinnamon in it. I think I might have done it this way years ago, and it did taste good because my meatloaf had raisins in it. Got the meatloaf in the oven. That looks good. I haven't made a meatloaf since my old home. I never even made meatloaf at my townhome. The previous home of my townhome is when I last made some meatloaf. Guys, it is almost 5 o'clock. Anyway, I got done making my meatloaf. I had supper. I had 3 pieces of meatloaf with some salad. Very plain, very plain. And I watched a little TV, and then I just dozed off. I couldn't believe it. I dozed off. I thought I had enough sleep last night. So anyways, I got up and freshened up a little bit, and I'm here at the gas station. Tomorrow's Monday. I gotta be up early to go to work. And then I'm gonna see if I can do my interview at the outlet store on the way home. It's on the way home. I wanted to go pay them a visit because I was wondering if I can do the interview at 3:30 instead of 12 p.m. You see, on my lunch break is not a good idea because I'll be rushing. So anyways, can you believe the entire day we have nothing but gray skies and the temperature has not even been over 75. It's about 70 degrees right now. Am I complaining? If I sound like I'm complaining, I apologize. I'm not complaining. I'm loving it. I'm loving the cooler weather. I'm loving the new area. And I'm realizing how small my town is. I went downtown today to look at some antique shops. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. So I gotta go check my gas. I think it's dark. Alright, I got a full tank of gas. Nice. That should last me all week. We'll see. So anyways, there's really no place to go right now. It's getting late. It's gonna start getting darker early. I'm so happy I work so close to home and also my part-time job. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.